Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. Everybody make sure you have a big water. So we need to stay hydrated. And if you'll do me a favor and like this video, that helps me quite a bit in the world of Facebook algorithms and all of that jazz. If you will like this video and then also comment. And your comment can be hello from Zimbabwe or wherever you're watching from. Just say hello from wherever you're from. And then, we'll get engaged in a conversation before we know it. So I have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today, but mostly let's talk about that we're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo in our art journals. So that's super fun. Oh, one thing I wanted to say was that my comments aren't showing up here. They're on my phone, so I just have to I have to watch them up above my head. Good morning, Melody. Good morning, Darlene. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm dying to know. So, first things first. Remember that there's a contest going on this week. So if you have, if you would like to play in the contest, you're going to purchase this art printable, and it's called Celebrate 2 Years. It's on the website, Corbiere-Scott and it is, there is a promo code. So if you use the promo code CELEBRATE, just the word celebrate, then you will get a big discount. And so the next step is to create birthday cards. We're all about birthdays because this is in celebration of my second birthday. And this is a quite interactive art printable. You have a tall slice of cake covered in flowers. You have a cupcake covered in flowers. You have numbers covered in flowers. And then you have a candle, a flame, and a celebrate banner, right? So you can use those all different ways, right? You can put the flame on top of the candle, obviously. You can put the flame on top of the number, so it's like a number candle. Or like this card that I'm just putting together, I'm just putting the flame at the top of the cupcake, like it's all a big candle. I thought that might be kind of fun. So just know that you can do so many different versions. You can play with this in so many ways. The numbers can be used in different ways. I can hardly, seriously, it's so fun. It's so fun. So that's one thing we need to talk about, right? Good morning, Vicky. Oh, it's raining. Interesting. So it is sunny here today. And I haven't looked at what the thermometer is supposed to get up to today, but I will at some point soon. Or I'll just walk outside to water my flowers and I'll know immediately. Good morning, Katie. So if everyone would just do me a favor and like this video and then comment. And your comment can be, I'm Katie from wherever you're from. I don't know. Another thing that we have going on this week is we have another brand new art printable, and that is named Tanya. We don't usually have so many new art things all at once, but right now we do. So this one is for my friend Tanya, who is a sunflower lover and a just an all-around kind soul. Anyway, this one is out right now too. And then I have one more that's out today. Well, it came out yesterday, and it is called Midwest is Best. So, it is part of this is on glossy paper, sorry, so it's a little bit. So Midwest is Best. Round Rock. I have been to Round Rock. Very cool. Thank you, Katie. So this art printable was drawn for a Midwest shop hop for Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana. And these are their state flowers. And it says greetings from Ohio, greetings from Indiana, greetings from Michigan, right? And so this one is also available right now. I printed this on glossy paper, and I think I'm going to do a cool technique that I will save for next week. So you'll need distress oxides and distress glaze for that fun technique. So we'll play with that. Hi, Sharon from Nebraska. Anyway, so those are all of our new art, and I have 4 new stamps that debuted with Unity in their big birthday sale. And so remember we talked about how to order from Unity. Just go to the Unity website. And so go to the Unity website, click on, there'll be shop products, click on that, then click stamps, and then click on shop by artist, and then you're going to click on my name, Ann Corbiere-Scott, and you're going to see everything I've drawn. I think the newest ones won't be listed there. They'll be in the birthday sale, so you want to check that out. And there are some really cool, seriously, I love them all. I love them all. I can't wait to get my red rubber in the mail. It should be here any day now. So if you're brand new here, if you would like and follow Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, that would be greatly appreciated. All those likes and comments help me. So if that's a small thing, really, for everybody to do. Just when you come on to watch a video, just like it. If you see a post that you like, just like it. I try to like and comment as much as I possibly can because I know it helps each person, not just business owners, but card makers or family members or whatever. It just, number one, it makes you know that they're there. And that's a cool thing, right? And that you're supporting in this little bitty way. I am absolutely working on that, Tam. I am working on a state flower series. So I did the first 3 for my friend Audrey, who has a store in Michigan, and I just love and adore her. So I'm thinking that that's the first in the series. Let's keep that going. Everybody has state pride, right? So anyway, let's talk about Cinco de Mayo. So, and ask to join our private Facebook group. Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. Once you're in, and you'll be so happy that you are. So a couple of things. So first, let's get our art journals out. And remember, we had started this page last week, right? This one, we're talking all about layers and layers and layers. We did, I think 7 or 8 layers on this page in our art journal last week. Let's scoot you a little bit. So the next layer that I added, so this one you don't have to do in class because we have a page that we're going to work on today. But this is something you can do between now and next week's art journaling class. I just took my Sharpie and I colored in my background. And remember, we've done something similar to this before, but I think that creating that black background really makes all of the interesting tidbits within each petal of each flower pop even more. Like we see even more. And I will say that the cool thing, I did these big square brush strokes of white. When I covered them with black Sharpie, they're still a little bit visible, and I'm kind of digging that. So we have some really nice layers, right? Especially the ones that, so they're just like a lighter layer, and especially the ones that overlap a petal. Like this one, you can see the kind of purplish gray one behind, and then you can see that little bit that's within the petal. So that's your art journaling homework for this week until next week's art journaling edition in our pop-in paint parties. I put a piece of deli paper behind so that it catches kind of so you can see like it caught all the leftover extra paint. It caught some of the Sharpie. And I just use the same sheet over and over and over till it's as full as I want it to be, and then I get a new one. Because this is, we can make stuff out of this. We can create on this. So just keep doing that. And I'm telling you, if you don't have a box of deli paper, you can, next time you order a sandwich, just ask them if you can have one extra sheet. One extra sheet will last you a lifetime. It will last you a long time until it gets full enough of stuff that you can then go order another sandwich and ask for another sheet. Go to a different sandwich shop. Anyway, you'll be so happy. Okay, so let's talk about Cinco de Mayo. So I told everyone they needed the, good morning, Cheryl. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Laura and Barbara. Oh my goodness, I'm missing everybody. Vicki Johnson. Good morning, good morning. I'm so happy you're all here. So we're going to play with this art printable today. So this morning I posted a banner that I created with brightly colored, I'm trying to think of the Spanish word for this paper. Now I'm not remembering the name. But I will. I was trying to do too many things this morning. Absolutely, Sharon. I use it for covering things in the microwave too. I mean, and you get the box and it has like 500 sheets or something, and you think, how am I ever going to use that? You use it. You use it a billion times, right? So we need this art printable, and I printed mine just on copy paper. And then we just need a clean sheet, right? So I am, oh, that has a little bit of green. That's kind of pretty. I am going to find a sheet. This has a little bit of purples and greens. That's kind of pretty. Okay, this sheet, I'm going to paint my background yellow. I'm just kind of feeling yellow this morning. So I'm just going to start with just painting the background yellow. Everybody take a drink. So I'm going to use a brush with a little bit of a bigger set of bristles, and I'm using a flat. Good morning, Gretchen. I have already started to activate my watercolors, and remember, we do that by just getting them wet, right? So I'm going to pull some of these two yellows. Let's see if you can see what I'm doing here. Where are you watching from, Gretchen? And I'm just going to start to add some water to this. I just want a nice watery wash of color because, you know, let's start out with light colors first. Good morning, Diana. Where are you watching from? And I'm just taking a minute to work that water into the little cake of paint, and then working that water and paint together on my palette. Remember, we talked about mixing your colors on white. You're going to get the true color. In the pan, you're not always going to get the truest color. Oh, Grand Junction. Very cool. Okay, so now I'm just going to paint my entire, I'm just getting out my brush nice and wet. Oh, and you know what? I need to put my deli paper under that sheet. There we go. And I'm just going to cover the entire, I just want a nice watery wash of color. So let's take our time. And I just keep wetting my brush because I really like a nice watery wash of color. And it's okay to me if it's, you know, darks and lights. I just want coverage of color. All right. So now I'm going to dry. Remember, we've talked about drying in between each layer. Hey, Chris, how are you? If everybody could like this video today, and then let me know. Oh, Waynesville, Ohio. So are you part of the Midwest Paper Crafting Shop Hop, Gretchen? And Chris, where are you watching? Where are you watching from this morning? So I really like those layered backgrounds. So that's what I'm kind of working on today. I think when you have a layered background, you just have that cool little bit of visual interest. All right. This is getting there. And drying in between each layer, oh my gosh. You'll be so happy you took the couple seconds to do that. All right, now I want to do one more thing. Oh my gosh. Mesa, Arizona. Well, that's cool to know, Chris. So if are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, go to Midwest Paper Crafting Shop Hop. I think there's 13 stores that are participating in a shop hop. It is amazing. And I drew a special art printable just for the shop hop called Midwest is Best, because I'm a Michigan girl. I just had it for crying out. Here we go. And this is this one I ran through on, so it's the state flowers of Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana: carnation, apple blossom, peony. And then there's three messages here: greetings from Ohio, greetings from Indiana, greetings from Michigan. And this is available on my website, Corbiere-Scott Designs.com. Anyway, it is up on my, oh, Gretchen, yay! Hi, Renee T. Renee T. Honestly, one of these days, I swear I will get it. Promise, promise, promise. Okay, so now I'm going to take that same color and wet my brush, get a little bit more paint, mix it with my base of color that let's see. Base of color right here. So I am telling you, I am celebrating Cinco de Mayo. I'm wearing my Frida t-shirt today. I just adore her. So there, can you see I'm just mixing a little bit more paint. Hi, Kathy. Alrighty. So now I'm going to take this paint and I'm just going to start to do some splatters. You know what, a flat brush isn't great for splatters, as you can see. So I mixed with my flat brush, but let's take a round. Here we go. We got a nice number 4 round right here. Yep, look at the difference. And I'm just going to do another layer of the same color. If you're just joining us, if you could like this video and make sure you engage in conversation and comment. And it could be just as simple as where you're from, what you're going to do to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, ah, loving this. So I just want this really interesting yellowy background. I don't know why I was just feeling yellow this morning. So if you're feeling, I don't know, purple, do purple. Whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside to dry, and then I'm going to start on the next layer. But this layer is going to be, I'm going to pull that away. I think I need to go up a little higher this morning with my camera. Seems like we need a little bit more space. There, you can see my Frida. Okay, so now I'm going to take, from this art printable, I'm going to paint the flowers. And there are 3 flowers, and so I thought, I mean, I will fussy cut these after we're done. Like, or, you know, before I adhere it to in my book, but right now, I'm just feeling like oh, that's so cool, Tam. What a fun way to celebrate. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so here's the Mexican flag. I got it while I was in Mexico. When I went to Mexico and fell in love with it. I fell in love with the country, the people, the colors, the sights and smells, and oh my gosh, I just fell in love with it. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's do a red flower, a white flower, a green flower. Or we could do a green flower, a white flower, a red flower. Whatever makes you happy. So I'm going to look at my handy dandy swatch chart and find the green that I like the best. So I'm thinking 139. Where's my round brush? And that's right here. So I'm just going to start with that watery wash of color like I always do. Oh, look at that green, is so pretty. And I like that it's going to be all wrinkly because my base page is going to be all wrinkly. My flowers are going to be wrinkly. Oh, I love that. I'm telling you, I fell in love with Mexico. So because I'm going to fussy cut this, I can overshoot my edges, right? So I don't have to be super careful about staying right there. Right, so I'm gonna leave that to dry, and then I'm just gonna flip it around, and then we'll do red on this end. And I think I wanna do right here, number, it's 130, no, it's 03. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water to that. I need to move that over so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Every day I search for the perfect balance of stuff on my desk. Get some more water on my brush. More water, move that color around. Okay, look at how pretty that's looking already. So now we gotta let it dry, and I'll tell you a little something that I came across about Cinco de Mayo. So, one friend said that, who's Mexican, that Cinco de Mayo commemorates the Mexican army's victory over Napoleon III's French forces at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862. So that's some good information for you to have. And today we honor Mexico's history, culture, and art. How cool is that? I mean, that's right up our alley, isn't it? So I kind of have a plan for this. I want to dry it because I want to get a little bit of depth going in here. And I want a little bit more depth on my background. I like to turn them over because look at all that, you can see the moisture that's gone almost to the other side. And by drying the back side, it helps a little bit. And it kind of flattens it out a little bit more. Look at how much drier that is already. There we go. All right, so I'm feeling like I really want to, oh, look, I got a little bit of yellow in there. There must have been yellow on my hand. I want to enhance the colors. Oh, I need to take a drink. I really want to enhance the colors. Hey, Cynthia. Where are you watching from? So let's go into the red. And I'm just going to add some red bits here and there. This is looking so pink. I really want it to be red, like the flag. So I'm just getting the next layer of color. And you notice that I'm going to my water source and just my water jar and just dipping it in the water so that I can just blend that color out with that Jiggy Jaggy blend. And that's going to give us some really nice depth. Look at that. So pretty. And now let's do the same thing with the green. Get another little bit going, add some water. Just keep jiggy-jaggy blending that color right out. So we have some nice highs and lows of color. I love that. So I don't know what we are doing for, well, I know that we're having rice and beans for dinner. Hey Pam, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are creating a celebration of Mexico's art and people and culture in our art journals today. So there's my Mexican flag of flowers. I'm going to set that aside to dry. I'm going to bring my base page back over here. And I just want even more visual interest on here. So I'm going to take this cap from a bottle of water, and I'm just going to create some, I'm just rubbing it into that yellow that I already have on my palette. And just stamping kind of randomly all over. And some of them I want to go off the page. Hi, Jennifer. If everybody can just like this video, that will help me out tremendously. And comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Can I tell you I'm loving this? I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. And seriously, who doesn't have this at their house? So put that in your artsy arsenal. And by artsy arsenal, I just mean your art supplies, right? Whatever art supplies you have, whatever watercolors you have, whatever brushes you have, whatever pens you have, whatever mark making tools you have, that's your artsy arsenal. You each have your own artsy arsenal. All right. I'm gonna dry this. And then kind of think about where I want to go with my next layers. Hi Karen, welcome. We are creating in our art journals a celebration of Mexico's art and people and culture. All right. Now I'm thinking about how do I want to incorporate these flowers. Well, first I'm going to, well, they're still pretty wet. So let's dry that a little bit more. Then I think I want to come in with some some colored pencils and some gel pens. And then I need to think about if I want them to be 3 in a row, if I want to cut them apart. I kind of like the 3 in a row though. It kind of feels a little bit like a little bit of a border. I don't know. I'm kind of digging that. And I just like to do kind of a rough, fussy cut. I don't, I don't go right up on the line. I just don't. No particular reason, I just don't like that aesthetic. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of roughly cutting a fussy cut around the edges of my flowers, but I really want to keep that jaggedy edge. I'm kind of digging that, and so, because I think it'll be super cool. Look at top, so pretty on this base, right? So I'm just going to continue cutting. I hope that you're painting along with me. Oh, whoops. I need to go in there just a little bit more. Just rough, rough, rough. Hey, Nancy. How are you? Nurse Nancy. Do you already have the Alejandra art printable, Nancy? Let's do some... Yeah, I want that to be a little bit more jiggy-jaggy. Alrighty. I think you do too. This one was named after the girl who does my hair, Miss Alejandra. So she was telling me yesterday that she just bought a horse from Mexico, and she's just delighted. She is just delighted. Well, that's the beauty, isn't it, Nance? The replay is always there. And like I said the other day, if you've missed one of my videos and you, to avoid scrolling, you can go to the video section on this page. And so to get there, you're just going to go to that top line that says, right under my name, that says posts, and then I don't know what else it says. But then at the very end, and this is if you're on a computer, not on your phone. If you're on your phone, it might not show up. You're going to go to more, and then you're going to go all the way across. You're going to click on more, and down underneath more, you're going to see that it says photos, videos, and a bunch of other stuff. Click on videos, and then you'll see all of my past videos. And I try really hard to label them when I'm creating them. In the beginning, you'll notice that I didn't. I mean, that's on the long list of things to do, is to go back and label them all. It's just hard, you know. To go backwards. Okay, this almost all the way around, down on my green flower. And I have a couple of other elements that I really want to include. So I created a banner with those, oh gosh, it's paper and it starts with a P. What's the name? Dang it. Anyway. This one's going to be flat right on the inside. Oh, look at how pretty that is. I love it. I love it, love it. Okay, so now I'm thinking, do I want to add this over here? That might be cute. Whoops, there go my scissors. Maybe. Let's just cut it out just to maybe. There's this one too. Kind of digging that. I just fell in love with those flags, those paper flags in Mexico. I bought some. I hung them in my backyard. Oh, what if we did this like green, white, red? That's kind of an idea, right? Like the Mexican flag. Oh, what if we do it over here on this side? Kind of digging that, right? And then we could do green, white, red here. Let's do that. And then I have the most beautiful, sentiment for us to put on the page. Are you ready for it? It's a Mexican proverb. They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. Oh my gosh. I know, I love those, I know. And there's a beautiful name for them in Spanish, and I can't remember it, but I will dig it out. So I'm thinking I want to take my Mexican flag again and have that be my muse. And I'm going to paint let's get some more water on our green. Red still has lots of water. Green, there we go. Everybody take a drink. All right, so I'm going to do just like a rough kind of stripe of green right here. Clean my brush. And then do the same, the rough stripe of red over here. My red is much more saturated in color, isn't it? Let's go all the way to the edge. So we're gonna fussy cut that and we want it to be gorgeous. Okay, you know why? Because I didn't work that water into that paint. So I'm working that water into the green. I'm gonna come back, there we go. Much nicer. Okay, I'm gonna dry that. So, I'm thinking, like I might want to, but see how deep this is? Now I'm kind of digging that, and I'm feeling like I really, there you go. Something like that, something like that. You're right, Nancy. Pepper picado, or yes. Oh my gosh. I learned so much about it when I was drawing the Alejandra. Like, it started with paper that, like, they were in Mexico. Some stores were getting things that from China, and they would, and they had all this beautiful paper, and so they created something out of that beautiful paper. And most of them are created, like the traditional ones, are created with like kind of a carving tool and a mallet, where they make stacks and stacks of the paper, and then they pound these like holes or kind of like chisels to create all of these beautiful designs. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere in Mexico, and they're so pretty. They're just so pretty. Hi, Sarah. Okay, almost done. Stop. Look how pretty that is. So now I kind of need to think about my, well, number one, I want this flower way redder. But I think I really want to, I think if I pull this down and then I put this here, then it's, I'm kind of digging that. Or I could do it here. I don't know. But I want to do my phrase, my sentiment right here. And I just want to do that big, it's a lettering that we've done before where we kind of like squared off bubble lettering. I don't, maybe. I'm just hemming and hawing about it all. I mean, and here's the thing, right? We can make this whatever we want it to be, right? We can come in with some colored pencils and do some colored pencil work on the flowers. We can deepen the colors with more paint. We can, okay, so what if I do at the base of each petal? That's going to give me some immediate depth, right? I'm really digging that. How am I doing on time? Oh, about 10 minutes. How does that go so fast? Maybe 15. About 12 actually. Right? So we can continue to work on that and then we can glue them down. But I know this is the space that I have for my sentiment. I know, I just love that transplant. And don't talk about it because I haven't watched this week. I just love that show. I know, I was talking to my mom. Isn't it crazy how it sure seems like TV just came back and now it's gone again. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm gonna try my hand at, I'm gonna just, so I have just, time does fly when we're having fun, doesn't it, Nancy? Okay, so I know I want my sentiment right here, right? So they tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. So I'm going to, I want bury to be kind of a big word. And I like that these letters are really loose and like everything's not even. They're just big and let's do this one a little bit lower. So I kind of give the impression that it's another word. Like this is, right? I want this to be, I just like these big blocky letters, right? And they're not perfect at all, and I am here for that. Oh my gosh, Nancy, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that, love that, love that. That's so cool. I love when artsy girls hang out together and get artsy. They tried. And I'm just getting really kind of creative with my lettering. Some are big, some are small. Two. They didn't. So I want you to just let loose this morning and not try and make things perfect. Nothing, the only person who makes things perfect is God, right? Tam, I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. They I know I don't have enough room for didn't right there. So I might come back and even that out a little bit. Let's do didn't. If you don't feel like you want to do this in pencil first, then you absolutely don't need to. Right? That is your art journal. Oh my gosh, Nancy, that makes me so happy. I'm so happy that you get together and just have some amazing girl time. There's nothing like that, is there? You know, I've always had friends, but I didn't understand the power of girlfriends just until later in life. And I will tell you that I just cherish them. I mean, I have friends that, like, Shelly O'Leary has been my friend since 3rd grade. And we work really hard to stay connected and stay in each other's lives. And because we kind of drifted there for a while, not because of anything anybody did, just because life. Anyway, I just cherish my girlfriends because girlfriends see things that others can't, right? I forgot, we haven't done our segment of the comfort book this morning. The power of why. One thing I've been asked a few times is this: does writing about bad experiences make you feel worse? I understand why people ask the question, but for me, the answer is a profound no. I discovered this years ago when I was very ill, at the lowest of the low, when I could hardly speak. I wrote down what I was feeling. One day I wrote down the words, invisible weight. Another day I wrote, I wish I could claw into my head and take out the part of my brain that makes me feel like this. There were even darker things I put down, but writing down darkness didn't make me feel dark. I already felt dark. Writing things down brought that inner darkness into external light. Nowadays, I sometimes write about what I want. The key to this is honesty. Be brutally, humiliatingly honest. I recommend this. For instance, you could write, I want a six-pack. And seeing that wish on paper might automatically make you realize something about it. It might make you feel silly for having it. You might already be awakening another part of you that helps you diminish the craving. But either way, it is good to ask a single word question after it. Why? Why do I want a six-pack? Then to be entirely honest in your answer. I want to look good. And again, why? For myself. And then you might stare at that answer for a while and feel you weren't being entirely honest. So you might add, to impress other people. And then, like some incessant Socrates, ask it again. Why? Because I want their approval. Why? Because I want to belong. Why? And you can keep going deeper and deeper through the tunnel of whys until you reach the light of realization. And the realization may be that wanting the six-pack wasn't really about the six-pack. It wasn't about your body. It wasn't even about health or strength or fitness. It was about something else entirely. Something that wouldn't be fundamentally addressed or solved by gaining the six-pack. Writing, then, is a kind of seeing, a way to see your insecurities more clearly, a way to shine a light on doubts and dreams and realize that they are what they are actually about. It can dissolve a whole puddle of worries in the bright light of truth. Come on. That was so good, wasn't it? I'm telling you, that book, Keely, I don't know that she knew that she was giving me a gift every single day, to read bits and pieces of that. It makes me so happy. Let's see if no will fit here. Hi, Maureen. I'll go over this with my black pen in a little bit. No. We were, and now I want seeds to be great big. Remember, these letters don't have to be even or anything. They just have to be bold, right? Because we want to really ponder that sentiment. I'm telling, like, that just, when I read that, I was like, oh yeah, that's the stuff, you know? They wanted to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. Come on. How good is that? So, I hope everybody had lots of fun today. I'm going to continue to work on my my entry in my art journal. I'm going to be adding some more color. I'm going to be adding some more everything. Everything. I'm going to go over my lettering with my pen, add some more everything. I don't know what else to say. Just everything. I just love it. I just love it, love it, love it. I do want to make this nice and deep red like that. So I'm not going to adhere them until I get it kind of where I want to go. So with all that being said, I'm going to bid you adieu. I'm going to keep painting. I hope you will too. I hope that you just have an amazingly tremendous Thursday that also just happens to be Cinco de Mayo. Everybody have an amazing day and get painting. Let's get artsy. I adore you all. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye. Be sure to like this video and comment and share it with your friends. Yay!